Aries, hello. Welcome to your God Will Never Desert You reading. Okay, hang on. Uh, let's get some background noise. Alright, so yeah, God will never desert you, Aries. When I was checking the cards to see which signs God want me to read for at this time, your sign exploded out of the deck along with Gemini and Sagittarius. So, are you in some kind of entanglement with the Gemini and Sagittarius? Let's see. And then Gemini and Sagittarius is like they were competing for second place because your card was clearly first. God wanted your reading to go next. But between Gemini and Sagittarius, there was like a competition thing. I couldn't, the energies just kept swapping. Like, it's me, no, it's me, no, it's me, no, it's me, kind of energy. So I just felt like that was relevant to your story and their story somehow. So, without further delay, Most High, let's find out what God wants you to know as far as God will never desert you, alright? So, what do you want? Oh, wait. Oh, what do you want Aries to know, please, Most High? Who else got this deck? Scorpio. Scorpio's message came from this deck. Let's see. Aries. If there's anybody blocking these readings, Lord, please block them so we can receive the messages you brought us here to receive. So with, like I was saying to Scorpio, this deck is all about things to think about. So it's like a deck of questions to get to know each other and get to know self. So let's see what God wants to say to you. What does God want you to know? Two more times, Aries. Alright, what's at the bottom of the deck? We got, which person do you think should be the head in a relationship or marriage? Oh boy. So that's something to think about. Have you ever taken the time to think about that? Which person do you think should be the head in a relationship or marriage? Should it be the masculine energy or the feminine energy? This could also be a partnership, like a business partnership. It doesn't have to be a sexual relationship or a marriage like that. Perhaps your concern is regarding a business partnership. And like I said, Gemini and Sagittarius came out and they were competing with each other. So it's like, who should be the head? I don't know. You'll make sense of all this. All right, let's see what comes out for you. So somebody with Gemini energy. Gemini could be their North Node. Well, they said that the North Node is the best energies to follow because that's where you're following like your divine path. And I guess somebody else's North Node might be Sagittarius. I'm being urged to tell you that my North Node is Gemini. So when I'm following my God path, I'm following my Geminian energy. Isn't it weird how I'm a Libra Sun and a Gemini North Node? It's both. They're both represented by two, and it's two opposing energies as well, light and dark, good and evil. You know, balance, basically. I don't know why, but God kept digging me to say that. Perfection is boring, but wickedness is destructive. The world needs balance. Too much of either of those energies throws everything out of whack in a bad way. I was urged to tell you that too. If it's between me and a Sagittarius, there is no competition. Nada. Let's just be real. And that's without me exalting myself. I am obviously the better option. Whether you like it or not. Ooh, mystery card. Mystery cards. Wait, 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 wait. Whew. Damn, God has a lot to say. Okay, wait. There's a lot for you to think about, Aries. Golly. We're gonna be here. I might have some food on the stove, so when I say excuse me while I go sort myself out, excuse me while I go sort myself out. So we got these, and then this came out by itself, and then this set there. So hopefully you can see them all. Let's see if there's anything else, shall we? No? Fantastic. All right, so the cards that we have to come out. Do you enjoy spending time with me? Be honest. And the next card says, do you think people should date multiple people at once? Name the advantages or disadvantages. So that's in a relationship, an intimate relationship. That's from an intimate relationship perspective. But if you want to look at this as a business deal, do you feel that people should do business with multiple people at once? Like, how many bosses can you have? How many opinions can you have and successfully run the business? So let me read that again. Do you think people should blank multiple people at once? So if this is a dating thing for you, if this is a business thing for you, whatever this is, you fill in the blank and name the advantages and disadvantages. Okay? So God wants you to think about these things. God say it will never desert you, okay? So whether you make the right choice or the wrong choice, it's fine. At the bottom of the deck, the underlying issue is, how do I make you feel generally? Tell the truth. I deliver the ugly truth with kindness. I deliver it with empathy. I deliver it and make you not feel so crappy about yourself. Come on. Okay? I'm the type of parent that whip you and then I help to nurse you back to health. I whip you and then I hug you and say, I hope that you learned from that. I don't want to have to keep doing that, but it was for your own good. Because the world will do much worse things to you when you step out of line than that beating that I gave you, that tongue lashing, or that actual ass whipping. People out there won't handle you with the kind of love and kindness and consideration when they're correcting you that I would. I don't know what you and God got going on when it comes to me and whoever this Sagittarius is, which we know who the Sagittarius is. But anywho, so yeah. So let's see what all this is. So we got, are you aware of the standard vows? What do you think about them? Answer in one word or elaborate. So are you aware of the standard marriage vows, it says? But if this isn't a marriage, just business etiquette, are you aware of the standard etiquette for partnership? What do you think about them? So whether this is a relationship or a business partnership, what do you think about the standard that has been set? What is one of the weirdest things you do because you like it? I won't judge you, maybe. What is one of the weirdest things that you do because you like it? We probably won't judge you. I mean, it's natural for people to judge people, but hey, at the end of the day, only God can truly judge you. Okay? All of us just have fucking opinions that you don't have to listen to if you don't want to. It's between you and your God. Now we have if you could be who you truly want to be without caring what anyone thinks, describe yourself. And when you're thinking about that, remember that there are rules. And I'm not talking about man's rules, but God has rules. Like, don't hurt other people. And why are you hurting yourself? I mean, sometimes it's fine, but to a certain level, it becomes a criminal offense that is punishable by divine law. Okay? You create bad juju, bad energy for not only you, but for your children, and possibly your children's children. Because when people talk about you in the future, they won't have good things to say, and anybody that's attached to your lineage or your camp, they will take on that negative karma. Okay? So, that's why it's important for us to have limits on how we treat each other when it comes to us being ourselves. There's a borderline that we should respect. Okay? So now we have defined the term toxic relationship in your own words. So this relationship that you have with me, is it a toxic one? And the relationship that you have with the other person that's competing with me, is that one a toxic one? I would say that one is the toxic one. That one keeps you as a prisoner. That one causes you to do things that go against your moral compass. That one keeps you as a slave, as a prisoner. That one keeps you down. You can't actually achieve the high levels of success that you can based on your own merits and your own abilities. Why? Because they always want to keep us at a certain level. The other one that's competing with me, they'd want to keep us at a certain level while they rise. And they don't have more right to rise than we do. So what is that? That's bullying. That's a toxic relationship. They're bullying you and they're succeeding. They're trying to bully me, and because I'm not having it, that's the reason why they shut down my bank account. That's the reason why they turn my family against me. That's the reason why they ostracize me from the whole of the societies that I live in. Nobody wants to give me a space to rent in their shop. Nobody wants to fucking hire me. Nobody wants to be my friend. Nobody wants to be around me and help me. Everybody joins the toxic team. Helping to keep yourself prisoners and slaves and subservient to these people who do not deserve to be above you. You have more skills. You have more knowledge. These people just have people with guns and access to your what they did with my apartment. They shut down my business. I couldn't pay my rent. They evict me. They have access to government and they have access. And that's why you're afraid. And because you don't want to go through the drama that they'll put you through for you to have your freedom, you choose to be a servant. You choose to be beneath them. You choose to get used and abused by them. They don't care about you. But God has decided to set another standard through me. You have to be willing to go through the fire to get to the other side and have your freedom. You have to be willing to let God work for you and give you your freedom. You have to be willing to go through some hard times. They're bullies. They're going to bully you, but God will always provide. As long as you choose to stick with God, God will stick with you. God will never desert you. And because I believe that, because God has shown me so many times that I have every reason to believe that, I am who I am and how I am. It's not that I'm better than anybody. It's because I choose to believe in God. I choose to believe that God has good things for me. I choose to believe that I have the right to declare how high I rise in life. And I'm not going to let anybody take that from me, even if you threaten my life. Because if I'm not going to free, then what's the point? If I'm not going to be free, then what's the point in me being here? I'm not going to be here and be anybody's slave or anybody's bitch or anybody's doormat. It not happen. It's not natural. So something is going to have to give somewhere, and I know I'm not the one giving up. So if they want to take me out and God allow them to take me out, then so be it. I'm willing to take that risk. But while I'm here, I'm going to be me, I'm going to be free, and I'm going to be blessed and highly favored. Because it is right. Because God is a God of justice. God is a God of righteousness. Yes, I suffer. But how much of a sufferation I go through, I know they're experiencing much worse. Not because they hide it. Shit, if they're doing good, I'm doing great too. Look at me. Do I look like I'm suffering? I have my bad days. But generally, my life is fucking great. As long as I'm confident enough to have faith in the good things and have faith that God will provide what I need when I need it. And if I didn't get it, it's because I didn't need it. Maybe I wanted it. Things won't always go my way. But things won't always be against me either. And I'm willing to trek through the mud and the fire and the hail and the brimstone and the bullets and the poison and whatever else the dodgy people and whatever else they choose to do to me. But I will have my freedom. If they manage to take me out, they will take me out, and they will forever remember that this girl stood until her last breath. Like a champion. Because God run things. Not these idiots. And they need to know their place. And if it takes them knowing their place through God using somebody like me, then I'm up for the job. 2 birds, 1 stone. I want to be free, and God is looking for somebody to represent. God is looking for an instrument. Shit, use me. Yes, it gets hard sometimes. Yes, I cry. Yes, I get angry. Yes, I hurt. But ultimately, I'm fine. Because I know that my future is much greater than anything that I've ever experienced in my life. And anybody who's not with me, they're not meant to be with me. Because almost everybody has betrayed me. So that's enough reason for me to let people go. I know some people will repent. Some people will see the error in their ways and make their corrections. And if they're meant to be in my life, they'll be in my life. I will have to employ a heart of forgiveness. Which is what I'm used to doing anyway, because life is better together. But I've forgiven in the past, and my forgiveness got thrown in my face because people still choose to sell me out. They still choose to fight against me. And what I'm doing is not only going to benefit me, it's going to benefit all of you. Because all it takes is one. All it takes is one person to show what is possible. And that turns on the light inside of everybody else. And I don't want to sound cocky, but so far it looks like I am one of those ones. Apparently there's 144,000 of us in different places, but I'm definitely one of those. And I'm happy to be one of those. I'm not afraid, because right is right and wrong is wrong. And if I'm going to be punished for me wanting to be free and for me wanting to live heaven on earth like I'm supposed to, I'll take it. Because God must have something better for me, because what's the point? If they gonna punish me and God gonna punish me, what's the point me being here? There's no point. So I'll gladly go wherever the hell. But God's not like that. God is fair. So the next mystery card, it says, would you let me know if you feel like it is best to end our relationship or nah? You don't have to, because I don't care. People are with you today and they sell you out tomorrow. People sell you out today and they're with you tomorrow. I can't fucking keep up. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't care. I'm not going to try to keep up with you people. You're fickle. Judah spirit strong. If the price is right, you sell me out. As you have. Most of you that I've ever come across, most of you that I've ever had reason to interact with, you have sold me out. You have shut your doors in my face. You have told lies on me. You have chosen to believe lies about me. And you have chosen to treat me as if I'm some kind of a disease in this society and every society that I've ever lived in. So no, I don't care. So this one says, how jealous are you on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being the highest. How jealous of me are you? Do you have any thoughts or experiences that haunt you? Or haunt you? One haunt in capital letters, one haunt in small letters. What do you do for self-care? So when you feel haunted by thoughts, what is your go-to to ground you again? Name one of your self-sabotaging traits in relationships. Only one. What do you do to sabotage yourself in relationships? Or in your relationship with me? Do you see yourself as marriage material? How so? Elaborate on your answer. Whatever your answer is. Marriage material again is someone who is willing to work with me. Do you see yourself as someone who is worthy of working alongside me? How so? What's your sexual body count? Oh God. Interesting. Take that how it resonates in your situation. Whether you're somebody who is supposed to be coming into my life or you are somebody I'm supposed to be doing business with. What do you think about divorce? Do you think divorce is taboo? I don't know who the fuck I'm talking to. Do you lie to me to make me feel good? Do you lie to yourself to make yourself feel good? Would you share me with someone else? Whether in business or relationship, whoever the hell I'm talking to. Because apparently this has a lot to do with me. Do you think caring for and raising a child is easy? And child could be talking about people that are just childish. People who refuse to see their strength and respect their strength and exhibit their strength. People who choose to be weak. People who choose to be needy. Do you think raising someone who is needy is easy? Do you think being there for someone who is needy is easy? Do you have a best friend? So these are all things that God wants you to think about, Aries. And if you do have a best friend, who is your best friend? You see them as your best friend. Do they see you as their best friend? Until next time, Aries, take care.